This is Next Stop Mississippi on MPB Think Radio. I'm Jermaine Flood, in with my solo traveling partner, Java Chapman. Hey, Java.
I just had to make sure everything's working back here.
You are the button man right now.
It is a lot going on, but yeah, we here, and I would say happy St. Patrick's Day.
It's coming up. I'm sorry. I get excited.
It's happening in there.
I'm sorry. I get excited. And here's another thing I'm excited about today. Of course, we've got a special announcement coming from the 82nd National Folk Festival, but that special announcement involves one of our special friends.
Oh, yeah.
And it's Thabi Moyo. And I could not do this episode without glasses because Thabi's here, and then Java, you're there.
Oh, and you,
and every time I get around y'all, I have glasses envy.
Do you?
Yes, and I told Java the story before how I faked the vision test when I was young so that I could get glasses, but he didn't give me nothing but some light readers.
What's funny is I did that too.
Okay.
That's why I wear glasses now.
No.
I want to be like my sisters.
Well,
y'all are some funny people because I'm actually out here with the vision impairment, and
now it's real.
You brought it on yourself.
I did.
I had glasses and I didn't want the
and
glasses.
You didn't want the glasses.
No.
And I'm over here lying to Z, P. Ma'am, you know that's an A. Stop playing. Listen, I am so excited to have in Thabi Moyo. She has a lot of titles, right? Java knows them. She's come through here. We've said, I don't know how many titles you've held over the years. Lots, right?
Yeah.
And now we have a special announcement title that is coming from the 82nd National Folk Festival to be held here the next 3 years, coming up, though, this year, November 7th through the 9th. But the announcement is an announcement about you.
It is.
And I am so proud to announce that Thabi Moyo is the official local festival manager for the 82nd, 83rd, and 84th National Folk Festivals.
They'll invite me back. But my
Look
plan
at that
is to
beautiful
be there.
picture, Thabi. Look at there.
Look at that. Shout out Tate Nation.
Yeah, so I'm so excited for you. Just congratulations on everything that's come your way.
Thank you.
I mean, all the titles that you held, of course. Now we get to share this title with you, enjoy in all of this with you. You're going to bring us along, and I'm just
Absolutely.
excited. Talk a little bit about one, getting named, what you have to look forward to as manager, and then we'll get into the rest.
Yeah, no. When I first saw the opportunity come across kind of the internet and the World Wide Web, I felt convicted, honestly, because of all the arts and cultural events and things that I've and community events that I've been involved in. And I said, let me do a little research about the National Folk Festival and the organization. And I realized how big a deal it was. And I wanted to make sure that when it came here, that it was coming here, that it was done right.
Yeah.
And I felt like I had the necessary skill set, relationships, because I've worked from community all the way through state government, to really leverage those things to help make this festival the success I know it will be. So I was just really excited about the opportunity.
I bow down to you. You are the most organized person I've seen in my life. Thabi, if you tell her to be somewhere, she's there an hour early. I want you to know.
Oh, yeah. No, Thabi don't play. She don't play now.
And when she does that, I'm like, just pull your laptop out. I know you got some work to do. Thabi's like, I do.
Yeah, no, organization and just what I call it is data orchestration, really. So much information that comes through me because I am the kind of nucleus of the festival that I work, between the NCTA, National Council for Traditional Arts, and our local stakeholders. It's just a lot of information that has to come through me, but also get organized so that it gets disseminated in a way that makes sense and the next person can carry it on. So it's important for me.
Thabi is a make sense type of woman, and I'm glad about all of that. Let's make sense a little bit about what we have to expect from the National Folk Festival. But first, what we need to be able to craft the National Folk Festival, right?
Absolutely. The Folk Festival is, it's a community lift. One of the things that, or right now, what we're looking for and calling for are food vendors from the state, from the region, that can represent us well and that can give that kind of flavor of Mississippi and the South. So it's a open call for food vendors. We're looking for our marketplace vendors as well. So folks who have the handcrafts, we're in conversations with Betsy Ross over at the Mississippi Craftsman Guild, but we're looking for crafters. There's an open call for that, so you can go to the website and find that out. But also, we're building the local festival team. Right now, it's just me.
Right.
But outside of that, we'll need all sorts of coordinators. And right now, we're hiring for our volunteer coordinators. It'll be 2 positions, but folks who are interested in getting involved and, have some event experience, but also enjoy working and being a part of a team that's doing something really special. We're looking for volunteer coordinators, and there'll be a list of other coordinators that we start to put calls out for.
Yeah, and just let's get the scale of it. This is not a corner festival. This is not going to be on the corner of a street. So when she's saying food vendors and all of those people, this is going to be massive.
So this is a 3-day festival. Free is one thing that I always want to make sure I mention. But the first year we expect anywhere from 60 to 80,000 people to descend on Jackson.
They sound like they're flying down from the sky.
There are people that follow the festival around, but historically 60 to 80,000 that first year come into the city. 3 days. We have 6 stages that we're programming in downtown Jackson. The main artery will be Capitol Street, but those stages, anywhere from when you say folk, you think of something that's probably in a box, but we're kind of...
You think of a banjo.
You think of a banjo, but this is not that. This folk covers all of the things. And when you think about folk, think folk in general, it's things that you learn that you learn not in school, but that are kind of passed down, traditional things, cultural things. And so on these stages, you'll have an acoustic stage. We'll have a family area that we're working with the Mississippi Children's Museum to program. And so there'll be demonstrations, cultural demonstrations. We're thankful and grateful for the Mississippi Band of Choctaw Indians. They'll be a part in help programming that family area. We'll have a dance tent, so there'll be live music there where you can dance. And we have all sorts of committees right now working to program the festival, the music that will be there, and the demonstrations.
And there's a call for talent too, right?
There's a call for talent right now. The way that if you're interested in being considered for the folk festival, if you go to the nationalfolkfestival.com, there you'll find a job form link that you can fill out if you're a local talent that's interested in performing. It'll go through a vetting process, but you could be definitely invited to perform.
Got it. I love all of this.
So many moving parts.
So many moving parts. And here's another thing. I'm not just dressed like this for no reason, Java. I know St. Patrick's Day is Monday, but there's another call out.
Yeah.
National Folk Festival crew, KREW, to walk in the House St. Patty's Day Parade.
Yeah, we have.
Talk about that call out.
I am so excited. This is our first kind of local.
I'm
promo.
ready. I just want you to know I'm ready.
I see. Okay. You are so ready.
I've got more in the. I've got more in the office.
Borrow some
There's
things.
more. There's more.
Okay, I might need to borrow some things. But no, next Saturday, the Halloween, our famous Halloween St. Patty's Day Parade, we get to participate and walk as a crew. This is my first time coordinating the crew, and I'm excited about being out there. And we'll be giving out stickers. And we have T-shirts for our crew to wear, but that'll be our first kind of marketing publicity thing to do here. Big splash that we'll be doing here next week. So excited to be a part of St. Patty's Day Parade, and happy to have you there.
I love it. Yeah. Okay, tell everybody where they can get more information.
You can get more information at nationalfolkfestival.com, and if you... I'm hesitant to give my email address, but nationalfolkfestival.com.
They'll find you.
Yeah, but you can find contact there. And if you're interested in walking in the parade, please reach out to us via the website.
I love it. Thabi, congratulations, thank you so much for letting us know more about the 82nd National, the 83rd, and the 84th National Folk Festival. Listen, coming up in the next segment, we're going to take a look back to November's National Folk Festival kickoff event interview featuring Blaine Wade, and we learned about what we can expect more on that one. And if you're a supporter of MPB, I want to thank you right now for helping be a producer of Next Stop Mississippi on MPB Think Radio. You helped me do this. Our spring on-air fundraising campaign is happening now. Follow the Donate Now link at mpbonline.org or call 888-372-4483. Joining me in the studio is some people here to tell you how your support can make a difference.
It's MPB Think Radio. I'm Marissa Vaughn. Today we're on the air to ask you to support the station devoted to bringing you reporting from here in Mississippi, the Gulf states, and around the world. Plus, a range of programs in the middays that you've come to rely on for information and friendship. We're putting our faith in the MPB audience, hoping that you'll come through to make this drive a success. I'm joined today by Lacey Alexander with ways you can help out.
Thank you, Marissa. MPB listeners don't just want anything that calls itself news. That's why we bring you NPR in the morning and afternoons. And when you need to dive deeper into topics that you're curious about, like gardening, technology, home and auto repair, health, wellness, credible, well-researched information can be found right here. Then there's MPB's television source, which has channels that deliver everything from dramas to news to cooking and classroom instruction. We're proud to say, together through the years, together in the future. Get involved by calling or texting the word GIVE to 888-372-4483 or give what you can at mpbonline.org.
You'll never be stuck for ideas about what to do this weekend and beyond when you tune to Next Stop Mississippi, Fridays at 10 a.m. on MPB Think Radio. Hosts Kamel King and Jermaine Flood are always scouring the states to uncover unknown treasures, along with the big festivals, fairs, and concerts that shouldn't be missed. From the Wine and Whiskey Festival to the Clarksdale Film and Music Festival, your social calendar is filling up. Your contribution to MPB will help us bring you more Next Stop Mississippi week after week. Support local radio with a contribution in any amount right now.
Businesses sponsor MPB Think Radio for many of the same reasons you do. They want to give back to the community by supporting shows that make you think. They want others to know that MPB is one of the essentials of an informed population. They want education to flourish in the community because they know it's an economic driver. Maybe those are the same reasons you would support MPB radio and television. The best part is you decide how much to give. A lot of people give $100 or $200 during these campaigns. Give in 3 minutes at mpbonline.org or reach us by phone 888-372-4483, or you can text the word GIVE to that number 888-372-4483.
Maybe you discovered MPB recently, or maybe you've been listening for a while, but never thought about what sets MPB apart. We promise to always respect your intelligence and provide you with reporting and insight that will increase your understanding. And as a nonprofit, we work in the public's interest. MPB hosts have you in mind when they prepare their shows every day, from gardening to healthcare to money and the law. Being public media, we receive vital funding from the people who listen and cherish this service. Please consider making your first-time contribution to MPB now. Maybe $5 or $10 a month sounds fair. Our phone number is 888-372-4483, and our website is mpbonline.org.
Binge-worthy series are on public television, too. And when you have an MPB membership at $60 a year or more, you have access to series from PBS and MPB's own local productions, on demand through PBS Passport. Passport is programming when you want it, where you want it. PBS Passport is like other on-demand services, but in this case, it's a complimentary benefit that you can access when you donate $60 a year or more. Get ready to binge on masterpiece dramas like Moonflower Murders, The Marlowe Murder Club, and Grantchester. Call us now, make a donation, and we'll sign you up at 888-372-4483 or make a contribution at mpbonline.org.
We all support organizations we believe in, from music to faith-based visual arts to public broadcasting. We give to our passions and often support several cultural organizations at once. Today is your day to give for the love of Mississippi. If MPB is something you support each year with an investment of $1,000 or more, thank you. If not, we would like to be on your radar because MPB brings the world to you and to thousands of others you'll never meet 24 hours a day. Consider devoting $1,000 or more right now at 888-372-GIVE. That's 888-372-4483.
At MPB Think Radio, we take our mission very seriously, don't we, Marissa? As a listener-supported station on radio and online, MPB answers to the very people who make this work possible through their contributions. That's what public radio is all about. A number of people are giving $100 right now. Call or text the word GIVE to 888-372-4483, 888-372-4483, or do your part at mpbonline.org, and thank you.
This is Next Stop Mississippi on MPB Think Radio. I'm Jermaine Flood, and in this segment, we take a look back to November's National Folk Festival kickoff event featuring NCTA Executive Director Blaine Wade. We learned about what we have to expect at this year's 82nd National Folk Festival, happening November 7th through the 9th in downtown Jackson, and we had a quick jam session with National Folk Festival veteran performer and blues legend Eddie Cotton Jr. This is Next Stop Mississippi on MPB Think Radio. I'm Jermaine Flood, in with my traveling partners Java and Kamel King. And for our final stop of the day, I just love how loud you and I are.
Yeah. Whoa.
Blow somebody out of a room, I tell you. Be like, stop hollering. We ain't hollering.
We can't help ourselves.
But we ain't hollering. Yeah. For our final stop of the day, we're cutting a corner in downtown Jackson to jam out at the National Folk Festival kickoff event. Now, you've heard us do the National Folk Festival. We did the whole press release and everything, letting everybody know about this grand event that we have now, come to possess now here in the state. And we are loving every bit of getting up to that event. And this National Folk Festival kickoff event, Saturday, November 16th, is going to help us do that. I'm so excited to have in with us today. One, let me just go ahead and introduce him because he had me holler on the break.
Let me see. Introduce him right now.
Wait.
No, you started off, but if you don't do it right, I'm coming in.
No.
Because we're going to do this right.
No.
This is my guy right here. This is my guy.
I'm going to let you do
right.
it. Do it and I'll do Blaine then.
You sure?
Yeah, I'll do Blaine. You do him. And
okay.
I'm going to beat you on Blaine. Watch.
Okay.
All right, go.
Coming on the mic and on the stage and to the listeners is a blues aficionado. Every time I see him perform, when he come off stage, I tell him he is lightning in a bottle. If you've ever seen him, you ain't seen him before, you ain't seen him enough. Because this man will entertain you, give you the real blues. He a real blues man. He will send you home with music in your heart. And his band is as tight as he is. This man, a phenom, a star, a real blues man, an aficionado, a stylish man, ladies man, Eddie Cotton.
Hello.
And my friend.
All right. Now that was good. Okay, Blaine, one, send me your bio quickly.
Don't you dare.
Okay, let me try this. All right. I'm going to introduce the man with the plan. If you've ever had a National Folk Festival without him, you didn't have a folk festival at all. This man right here, he is not only the National Folk Festival's executive director, but he is the one who makes the wheels turn. He's greasing it. He's working under the trenches. He's working in the office. He's doing a lot, and he's a dapper man. I mean, well-dressed, buttoned up, collared, with pinstripes.
Buttons and a collar.
And he made sure that he promotes this National Folk Festival so well, he was like, forget what I'm sitting behind. I'm going to put up this graphic logo of me at the Folk Festival.
Look at that. And he got a collar with buttons on.
And it's got a collar with buttons on. I am going to introduce to some, and then not to others like me, this is none other than the legendary Blaine Wade.
Good morning. How are you?
There you go, Ed.
Listen, both of y'all, Blaine and Eddie,
Yeah.
thank you so much for joining us today on
Yeah.
Next Stop Mississippi to kick off this National Folk Festival event.
Right.
Good morning. How are you?
Good morning, Blaine. Good morning, man. Thank you so much for joining us. Listen, let's get into it. Let's talk about it. I love the fact that it's like a melting pot of people who have come together. I want you to explain a little bit, Blaine, what folk means. That
Sure.
way people in our state can understand too. You know, when we think of folk, sometimes we think of maybe banjos and things like that. Explain to us what folk means, because when I look at this event, I say folk is like all folk. But how do you feel about that, Blaine?
No, I think that's an excellent way of putting it, and that's very much an important message we try to get out through this kickoff event and through the festival itself. But this represents the people. It's music of the people, and this means we all have, no matter what family or community or cultural group or church we come from, we all have traditions that define what it's like to be a member of our family or what it's like to be a member of our community. And so when we're talking about folk and traditional music, that's what we're talking about. Yes, that can be music that involves banjos and fiddles. That can also be breakdancing and skateboarding and hip hop music and DJs. It can be salsa music, of course, blues and bluegrass. So it's anything that really is passed down in a family or in a community. You don't learn it by going to school. You learn it by where you grow up and who you know and what your community is. And it's what really breathes life and identity into your community.
Right.
So it's broad and all encompassing, and we really try to work to get people to understand that we all have this. This reflects the lives of all of us.
Awesome.
Well,
I
I'm
love
so
it.
glad that you included my
Of
friend
course.
Eddie Cotton, because if you're talking about a master of a certain genre of soul blues, of a folk traditional music, and of honestly the birthplace seed music that all other music in America has come from, this is a master right here. And listeners, if you have not seen Eddie Cotton do a live performance, you got to get out and see this man. When I say he masters the stage, this dude right here will have every butt up out of the seat
He
by
will.
the end
He
of
will.
it. Eddie
Miss-
C.
Mr. Cotton, I just want you to let everybody know, what they can expect out of you and just who you are. Of course, if they don't know already.
Can Blaine hear me?
Yes, sir.
I've played this folk festival, Montana, Salisbury, Maryland, Richmond, Virginia, twice. I wish he would come in my backyard and don't invite me. I wish he would.
Right,
So me
right.
and Blaine, we have become, good friends, and it's really a different kind of festival. We was up in Richmond. I think they had over 200,000 people, and it's just something going on all the time. So I never thought that it would be in Jackson, but it is, and I'm glad I was already a part of it. So I'm just basically on the roster across the country, to put it like that.
An international roster.
Yes. Listen, we only got a few more minutes. I need you to get in a pocket for me. Right now, if you can.
Well, we're gonna set it. But to get in the pocket, I need some participation. So
Oh,
I need
all
at
right.
least
We can
clap.
do that.
Yes.
So let's get us.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Come on, clap your hands.
Hey.
And if I was to tell my band to break it down right now, it'll sound something like.
All right now.
I could be in a blues setting right now. I could take you up and something like, hey, the blues is all right. Let me hear you.
Hey.
The blues is all right.
Hey, the blues is all right.
Hey, the blues is all right.
Now, if you're a supporter of MPB, thank you for helping be a producer of Next Stop Mississippi on MPB Think Radio. Our spring on-air fundraising campaign is happening now. Follow the Donate Now link at mpbonline.org or call 888-372-4483. Joining me in the studio is someone to tell you how to do it for the love of Mississippi.
You're listening to MPB Think Radio. I'm Marissa Vaughn. To update you on what's happening here at MPB, we're inviting you to take part in a campaign to raise money needed to pay local programs here on MPB Think Radio, on television, and through our digital education network. Your donation is going to be invested in programs that make life better for so many people. With me to explain how you can help out is Lacey Alexander.
MPB Think Radio is completely focused on you. As we developed our programs in the middays, we looked to our listeners for guidance on topics that are important to Mississippians and fans from Tennessee and all around the Gulf Coast. We continue to listen, and we'll continue to make radio that enhances your life as long as you partner with us to keep them going. One way is to give feedback, and another is to give money. If you're a member and can give a little extra, that would be great. If you've never given before, here's your chance. We're ready to take your donation at mpbonline.org. You can also call us at 888-372-4483. That's 888-372-4483.
Kamel King and Jermaine Flood bring you Next Stop Mississippi Fridays at 10 a.m., just about the time you're wondering what is happening this weekend. In past shows and podcast episodes, our next stops have been to the Farish Forward Festival and the Pacesetter Gallery's Open Mic Poetry and Blues Night. Which markets, sporting events, concerts, fairs, and festivals are coming up in Mississippi? Your donation to MPB will help us bring you more Next Stop Mississippi, so you'll be in the know. Support all of it with a contribution in any amount right now.
That's right. There's a reason we wanted to pitch during this show, Marissa. It's one of our favorites.
Absolutely.
Isn't it great when you can do two important things at once? When you give to MPB as a monthly sustainer, you'll provide a monthly stream of support for shows hosted by locals who love engaging with listeners. You enrich the community at large by investing in public interest journalism, digital and TV-based classroom instruction. You can pick an amount between $10 and $50 a month. Call us or go online, set up your monthly sustainer membership, and in about 3 minutes, you'll be all set. Call or text the word GIVE to 888-372-4483. One more time, 888-372-4483, or sign up as a sustainer right now at mpbonline.org.
Supporting the station at mpbonline.org is quick and easy. We hope you will consider leaving a comment. This is like the best part. I love when people leave comments. We'll try to read it on the air, like Terry from Madison, who says, I love Mississippi Public Broadcasting. I'm thankful that you all are here.
Aww.
And Barbara from Hernando says, as a retired teacher, I believe in MPB because I'm a believer in lifelong learning.
Heck yeah.
Whatever it is you love about MPB, I hope you'll get involved the way Terry and Barbara did. Just call us at 888-372-4483 or give online at mpbonline.org. And please let us know how MPB Think Radio enhances your life.
You've been hearing about some of the new items on our thank you gift list for the March fundraiser. We're really excited about this one, the new MPB Spring Bundle. It has all three of our newly designed logo items, the MPB Dark Blue baseball cap, the campfire mug, and a set of sweet wind chimes. All of them in one big bundle with our thanks when you give $15 a month or $180 all at once. I got to get my hands on that baseball cap, Marissa.
Oh, yeah.
Call or text the word GIVE to this number, 888-372-4483, 888-372-4483, or donate at mpbonline.org, and thank you very much.
This is Next Stop Mississippi on MPB Think Radio. I'm Jermaine Flood in an outfit change. You see it, Java.
Yeah, you did. It's like
you see it
on the award show.
You see it. It's a whole outfit change.
You go to commercial break. And
I told you I've got even more in the office. I can do a third change. And the reason why I changed right now, we have got on the line with us. I am so excited about this. It's the third annual Irish Malarkey, headed up by the Hibernia Irish Society. This is all going down in Biloxi, Mississippi. On the line with me, my first point of contact was the president of Hibernia Irish Society, Justin Sutton. But this contact, though, I mean, Justin, I love you. I told you you'd be a great guest, right? This guest that I've got coming on next is none other than a representative for the Hibernia Society, but she was the former president of the Hibernia Irish Society, Celeste O'Keefe. And if the last name O'Keefe rings a bell, yes. It's her. No, I'm playing. She is of the family of O'Keefe's here in the state. And I'm just so excited to have her on to talk about the 3rd Annual Irish Malarkey. Celeste, welcome to Next Stop, Mississippi.
Thank you. I'm excited to be here.
Thank you so much for coming on. We are excited to have you here. You've got to tell us, one, all about the history of the O'Keefe. No. What's the connection? Talk about that connection real fast.
Actually, my husband's father, Dr. John O'Keefe, started Hibernia in 1978.
What?
And even after Katrina, we still have the original shillelagh and the original banner.
I love it. I love it. Give them a little history of that Hibernia Irish Society. What is it all about?
Well, when Dr. O'Keefe would meet his friends at Mary Mahoney's, they would talk about, boy, we really need to have an Irish group. So Dr. O'Keefe put an ad in the newspaper and said, if you're Irish by birth, marriage, or desire, come to our first meeting.
Yeah.
And that's how it got started. And I actually marched in the first parade because my husband and I have been together since high school, so I was dating him. So I marched in the first parade.
Love it.
And
legend.
That's how it got started.
Legend, Celeste. You're a legend. I love this. This is a guest for me. I love it. Thanks, Justin. Thanks, Justin. Okay, Celeste, let's get into it. The 3rd Annual Irish Malarkey. Listen, let's go ahead and address the elephant in the room. And you know what the elephant is. It's the storm. But everything is okay with the Irish Malarkey Parade going down tomorrow, right?
Absolutely. The goal is the parade has been moved up to noon.
Okay.
So the goal is to have all the floats out by 1. That's when the weather is going to really hit. So
Okay.
that's where we want to make. And you know what? Maybe it'll be pushed back later and later because it was earlier. So
Yeah.
it keeps going a little bit.
Okay. So we're still game to go on the parade.
Yeah.
And then it's a whole heap of stuff included with the parade. There is so much. We've got to talk about the Bubble Man, of course. I don't know what that entails, but let's get into some of these things. Irish dancers, stilt walkers, hula hoopers. What do you not have?
Okay, but we've got it all just about now. We even have a stilt walker that's going to dress like a leprechaun. And we have a juggler and a magician. And we hired talent. The Irish Malarkey, I just came up with this idea a few years ago that we needed to add something for children to come to that wasn't just catching a bead. So we have this event across from City Hall, and we will have a polar plunge. We will have, because we have a 5K running race, they'll come and do the plunge.
Okay.
And then we'll have all this talent. We'll have Irish dancers, Irish music, and then we'll have just music that they can play 70s on.
Awesome.
And we'll probably have about 60 Irish flags set up around the perimeter, and food trucks, vendors. So it'll be a lot of fun.
I love this. Okay, let's get into that Bubble Man. What is that, Celeste? What is the Bubble Man?
He actually has this huge bubble that he actually puts this little stick in. You know the little ones you pull out of a small little box?
Yeah.
His is huge. It's like 4 feet around, and he puts this in, and he blows out these huge bubbles so the kids can go, or adults can run and chase them.
That's awesome. I love bubbles, and my dog loves bubbles as well.
I'll tell you what, the most interesting and fun event we're going to have, and we're donating money to charity, is going to be we have 3 city councilmen that are going to dress up in blow-up leprechaun costumes.
Wow.
And they're going to race each other. Both teams like bumping each other. And whoever wins gets money donated to their favorite charity.
Oh, I love this. So the councilmen are doing it for a charity cause. Oh, I love it. I love it.
And we even have the Biloxi Police Department against the Biloxi Fire Department.
Okay.
And they're going to also race.
Okay.
So
this is good. I love it. I love it. This is going to be adorable. And then
see them bumping into each other and knocking on those big blow-ups,
Yeah. I love this. That's going to be, y'all better hold on to your seats on that one because somebody is going to cry laughing. Okay, so there's a Celtic costume contest as well, in addition to the best Irish gear contest.
Yeah.
Talk about those two a little.
All right. Best Irish gear. You might put some little Irish shamrocks on your head. You could just have all green on, sparkle skirts, sparkle shirts, Irish shirts, anything that you want to wear. And they'll actually be, whoever wins will get a gift card. And then the second, as far as the Celtic, we're gonna be looking for people really in their kilts and dressed like they are from Ireland. The women with their skirts and maybe their cape down the back. So that's what we're looking for in that event.
Real traditional like.
Very traditional.
Very traditional. Not quite what I've got going on, but traditional.
Yes.
This is the fun version for sure. So all of this gets kicked off at what time, Celeste, starting tomorrow?
We have it up till 9 a.m. and that's when our Irish music will start. And our stilt walkers and all of those, they're actually coming from New Orleans for us.
Okay.
They're coming over and they'll be there at 9 a.m. But they will also be brought over to the parade, and they're going to march through the entire parade on their stilts.
That's awesome. That's awesome. So everything gets kicked off at 9 a.m. This is the third annual. What has the reception been year after year now?
It's getting bigger and bigger because people didn't understand at first. So we always did St. Patrick's Day, and, but not an extra event. Well, now, people are really excited because we're right at City Hall. So across from City Hall, we have a big green space that we're going to be at. And people are, because, they can go to City Hall and they can be right there where all the energy is and where the things are being thrown. And they can go eat or they can go bring their children. And we have reviewing stands they can sit at.
Right. Okay. And then let's talk about the parade route. I've got an image of that we can put up. But where does that parade route start and end?
It starts at Estes Boulevard.
Okay.
It's actually going to go down, it's going down Main Street all the way to the beach. Then they're going to take a right on 90, go all the way to Lemuse where the City Hall is, take a right there. And it goes through, this is new. Just, 3 years ago, we started going down Howard Avenue again, and they let us.
Okay.
So that's nice because there's a lot of businesses there.
Yeah.
So turn down Howard Avenue, and then we'll just roll around back to end at Estes.
Got it. Love it. I hope everybody took notes. I've got that on the screen right now, Celeste. The motto that I saw online, which I love, first shenanigans, then malarkey. That sounds like a wild time, Celeste. That sounds like a real wild time.
We have shenanigans socials every quarter, and people will come dressed up, and we pass out, hats and fun things. And then 1 month it's called the Irish Beer and Potato Bash. So we go to a place that'll give us green beer, and we have a potato bar out. So
awesome.
All things that we do along and through the year.
Love that. And then the Grand Marshals. Go ahead and talk about those two people right there.
Justice David Ishii. He is on the Supreme Court of Mississippi. He is our Grand Marshal. He has been a member and his wife for years. And the Grand Marshals actually picked the new Grand Marshal. And then our Colleen is Maggie Eves. And her grandmother came straight from Ireland.
Love that. Love that.
Yeah, and her uncle is actually on Biloxi City Council, but he said he's not racist. So
okay.
And she has red hair. This is the first red-headed Colleen.
Come on now. And that, I love it. I love it all. I'm in love with all of this. Okay, Celeste, if people wanted more information about the third annual Irish Malarkey or the Hibernia Irish Society, where can they go?
I would go to either our Facebook page, which is Hibernia Irish Society, or go to our website, which is hiberniairishsociety.com. It also comes up as Hibernia Marching Society. That was what its name was in the beginning. Right. But on Facebook, you're going to see if there are any changes, any updates. You're going to see all of the things that we're going to have pictures of that we're posting now, of what's coming up. So just to get people interested and excited about doing the event and coming to it.
I love it. And you've done that, Celeste. I thank you so much. I'm just happy and graced by your presence here on Next Stop Mississippi today. And promoting the 3rd Annual Irish Malarkey, brought to you by the Hibernia Irish Society. Celeste, thank you again.
Thank you so much. I wish I could see y'all here.
I know it. We're going to come down. Listen, thank you, everybody, for listening to Next Stop Mississippi on MPB Think Radio. Our spring on-air fundraising campaign is on, and we're asking you to chip in what you can. It's important that we hear from you while you have a few minutes to spare. Here today with more about your contribution and how it'll make a difference is my 2 favorite people in the world, Marissa Vaughn and Lacey Alexander.
MPB Think Radio. Hi, I'm Marissa Vaughn. MPB's March fundraiser is happening right now, and you're the one who's going to contribute to its success. Here's why. The majority of what it takes to bring you news from all over the Gulf States region, plus mind-expanding programs in the middays, comes from the people who rely on MPB. I'm asking you to do your part now, and with details, here's Lacey Alexander.
Thank you, Marissa. We feel comfortable coming directly to you to ask for support. And live, by the way, Marissa and I are right here. This is not pre-recorded. No. That's because this is a partnership. It's you, your neighbors, friends, and people you've never met. People who all feel the same passion for programs here on MPB Think Radio. You make MPB happen. That's why the theme of our March campaign is Together Through the Years, Together in the Future. Get involved by calling or texting the word GIVE to 888-372-4483. You can also check us out at mpbonline.org.
MPB Think Radio isn't an exclusive club. This station is here to serve you, your neighbors, everyone in the community. It's free for the taking, but funding MPB is a collaborative effort. We ask those who listen to pitch in what they can from time to time. Think of the media landscape and how public broadcasting is having a positive impact. The reason? It's right there in the mirror. It's you. Whatever is appropriate for your budget is right for us. Maybe that's $100, $200, $500, or more. 888-372-4483 is the number to call, or take a few minutes to do your part online at mpbonline.org.
You're tuned in right now to listen to Next Stop Mississippi.
Woo.
It's where you discover some of the best of our region, from the best parks and music to arts and unknown treasures. We've taken you to Clarksdale for the 21st Annual Juke Joint Festival and up to Tupelo for the Elvis Festival. And don't forget the Mississippi Makers Fest as well. Your support not only helps us bring you Next Stop Mississippi, but also post the podcast in case you miss an episode. You don't want to miss Kamel King and Jermaine Flood and Java Chapman, who, by the way, are locals, proud Mississippians who are as enthusiastic about the markets, sporting events, concerts, fairs, and festivals in the state as you are. You can support all of it with a contribution in any amount right now.
If you've discovered MPB in the past year in your search for thought-provoking news and topics that pique your interest every day, welcome. MPB is here because existing members are giving their hard-earned dollars to support nonprofit public interest radio and television. If you've found our midday shows an oasis of calm and rational thought in a noisy world, then welcome. Others who have never given before or are new to the concept of public media are raising their hands in support of the station. Please consider making your first-time contribution to MPB now. Make a contribution with a credit card at 888-372-4483 or visit our website, mpbonline.org.
MPB extends its reach beyond Mississippi to nearby states, providing vital services to those who rely on our newsroom and locally produced programs. MPB Think Radio is part of the Gulf States Newsroom, which brings you insight into what's happening in our region through reporters who live in the places they report about. I hope you can be one of those people right now. Give $50, $100, $200, or donate monthly. Maybe $5, $10, or $20 a month. It's totally up to you. Take the first step at mpbonline.org by clicking Donate Now or call us at 888-372-4483, and thank you.
Welcome back to Next Stop Mississippi on MPB Think Radio. Jermaine Flood in with my solo travel partner today, Java Chapman, but we holding the ride down, ain't we, Java?
We are. First shenanigans, then
Malarkey.
I'm with it.
We've had another background change.
See, it's like, I'm telling you, it's like the award shows. You go to commercial break and then somebody it's different. It's like, what happened? It's different.
I'm telling you, there's set operators. It's one person. Her name starts with G and ends with an E.
Yeah. I think we know who it is.
Let's get into some what's happening to kick everything off for the St. Patrick's Day holiday coming up, since I got on all this screen. Let's get started. Our first what's happening is St. Patrick's. And you know I love this, Java. I had to.
You had to find it. You got to pop. No, don't pop the fan now.
Hold on.
There you go.
Whoa, it's the St. Patrick's boots on the ground party.
Where them fans
at? Okay, Saturday, March 15th, 10 p.m., 1 a.m., D'Iberville, Mississippi. It's the boots on the ground St. You know they had to mix it up
boots
together.
On the ground is taking over.
They had to mix it up together. Get ready to celebrate this St. Patrick's Day in style at this fun-filled event happening at the Pub Sports Bar. It's a night filled of music, dancing, and plenty of St. Patrick shots. Java, how many times do you think they're going to play Boots on the Ground?
I don't know how many.
You a DJ.
I don't know how many times they're going to play, but I'm going to tell you this, though. We're going to bring a full circle. Speaking of the coast, speaking of Mississippi, Boots on the Ground, did you see Robin Roberts
doing it?
Mississippi's own. Yes. Do the Boots on the Ground on Good Morning America.
I did.
I said, what?
I've watched every Boots on the Ground video that has been made, from just regular people to celebrities. I've watched every, and I still don't know the dance. They're saying put on your favorite green attire, get them fans ready, where them fans at, and come out to kick off the St. Patrick's Day with them at the pub. That's the St. Patrick's Day Boots on the. I can't do it right every time.
You got to know how to pop that fan now. It's a thing.
Okay. All right. Up next is another little favorite of mine, because I like pets. It's the 9th annual original crew of Biloxi Parade.
Okay.
Isn't it cute?
That is pretty cool.
That's coming up Sunday, March 16th, 11 a.m. until 3 p.m. They have decided to change this to Sunday to accommodate all of the participants' schedules. They're going to tie it into their St. Patrick's Day. This is so cute, because there's always a rainbow after the rain, they say. They hope to see you all there. This highly attended event gets better and better every year. You can register your pet for the parade, or the Patrick's Day Parade. That you can go onto our, of course, calendar page and get all that information to get your pet in there. But Stormy would love to do something like that. My baby would love to be.
Or would you put the you address the your baby up?
Yes, I'd put her in a little stroller or something.
A little green thingamajig.
I'd put her in a stroller. I sure would. Okay, and finally, here's what's happening around your neck of the woods, or our neck of the woods. We don't get all the way out to Hot Springs, Arkansas, but we do touch Arkansas, so I had to do this. It's the first ever 22nd annual world's shortest St. Patrick's Day Parade.
What?
And they're saying Monday, March 17th, 5 p.m. What time is it? Party time. Yeah, boy. Why? Because the man with the plan, Flavor Flav, is going to be there. He's the official parade party starter and hip-hop legend, of course.
What is happening?
And the Grand Marshal is Valerie Bertinelli.
What is going on?
The Dallas Cowboy cheerleaders are going to be there. They're returning for their 10th parade appearance to pump up the crowd. It's a free live performance the day before the parade, Grand Funk Railroad, and a free live performance after the parade by the Molly Ringwalds. It's a whole schedule of events.
I know the Molly Ringwalds.
Starting the 16th through the 17th, but look at that. That's in Hot Springs, Arkansas. Flavor Flav and Valerie Bertinelli mashed up.
The world's shortest. What I wonder what that is.
And it's a real thing. And because they have the official measuring of the parade route at 6:25 p.m. to let you know how short this parade is going to be. So if y'all need more information about that, that's on our page. Listen, I want to thank everybody who joined us today on the show. Of course, Thabi Moyo, Festival Manager for the National Folk Festival, and Celeste O'Keefe, former president of the Hibernia Irish Society for the 3rd Annual Irish Malarkey. And if you're a supporter of MPB and you love what you heard today, and I want to thank you all for being a producer of Next Stop Mississippi on MPB Think Radio. Our spring on-air fundraising campaign is happening right now. Follow that Donate Now link at mpbonline.org or call 888-372-4483. Do it. Joining me in the studio is the best pitchers ever. That's Lacey Alexander and Marissa Vaughn.
You're listening to MPB. I'm Marissa Vaughn. Thank you for listening, and a special thank you if you're already a supporter of this not-for-profit source of news and thoughtful discussion. You fund shows that deal with everything from personal finance to the law to the many virtues of Deep South cooking and dining. It's listener support that helps us pay for that. Here's Lacey Alexander.
Thank you, Marissa. Did you hear Jermaine say we were her favorite pitchers?
I did.
MPB is holding our March fundraising campaign this week. There are people who love MPB Think Radio and MPB Television who haven't given yet. You know it's something you want to do because when a friend, asks you for help, you do what you know is right. You volunteer, you give money, you lend a helping hand. Those are values we all share. So now think about your community and how important it is to have MPB Think Radio covering the news you care about. We're here for you, and we hope you'll be here for us. We're ready to take your donation at mpbonline.org or call us at 888-372-4483.
Wherever you live, your next stop should be somewhere in Mississippi. Every Friday at 10 a.m. and on their podcast, Kamel King and Jermaine Flood introduce you to the best, quirkiest, wildest places on Next Stop Mississippi. If you've traveled with us to the National Folk Festival, the Mississippi Pickle Fest, or the Antique Showcase, help us get to the next stop by making a contribution to support local programs like Next Stop Mississippi. You'll also ensure that when you need to catch up on episodes, our podcast will be there for you. Please do your part right now.
You probably give on a regular basis to help others. Now, why not give yourself the gift of news and daily enlightenment? Become a sustainer. Sustainers are people who make monthly contributions that automatically renew. That means every week, month, and year ahead, you never have to worry about whether your membership is current. You won't feel it in your purse or wallet, but you'll definitely feel better informed every month. Become a sustainer by calling us at 888-372-4483 or sign up online at mpbonline.org.
If you have 3 minutes, consider contributing to MPB Think Radio's spring fundraiser online at mpbonline.org. And while you're at it, leave a comment because we love reading them on the air. Mm-hmm. Charles from Water Valley supported MPB and says he listens 6 hours a day. Thank you, Charles. And Dietrich from Como says he's been listening to MPB since his high school days, so that's why he made a donation. Aww. Make your gift too at 888-372-4483 or give online at mpbonline.org, and please leave a comment. We'll try to read it on the air.
MPB Think Radio is here to serve you 24/7. It takes only 3 minutes of your time to do your part at mpbonline.org. Call or text GIVE to 888-372-4483, and thank you very much.